Sare, good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Morning, sir.
Sare, എനിക്ക് NSCJS ഉണ്ട് ട്ടോ സാറേ.
Okay, teacher.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Navaneet. ഏത് ചാപ്റ്റർ നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്? ഞാൻ ഓഡിയബിൾ ആണോ?
Yes, sir.
താങ്ക് യു. ലാസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഏതാണെന്ന് ഓർമ്മയുണ്ടോ? വർക്ക് എനർജി പവർ ആണെന്നാണ് എൻ്റെ ഓർമ്മ. ഏത് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനാണ് ചെയ്തതെന്ന് അറിയാമോ? I think we discussed up to problem number 7.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we can start with problem number 8. All of you are ready. At least give me an yes or no.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
If possible, at least few of you, please switch on your videos. Because I can see only my video. Thank you, Parvati, Ranjit. It's really very insulting. Like, no one is switch on their videos. No one is responding. Okay. Anyway, ഒരാളെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടല്ലോ. പാർവതി, so you read problem number 8.
The potential energy of a spring when stretched through a distance x is 10 joules. What is the amount of work done on the same spring to stretch it through an additional distance x?
What is the equation to find work done to stretch the spring? Unmute ചെയ്ത് പറ.
Half kx square.
Half kx square. Initially, the spring stretched for a distance x and the energy is 10 joule. So initially, 10 is equal to half kx square. It's clear?
Yes, sir.
Then in the second case, what is the additional work done? What is the amount of work done on the same spring to stretch it through an additional distance x? So in the second case, u dash is equal to half into k into, instead of x, we should put എത്ര substitute ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്?
2x.
2x all square. Why it is 2x? Already x distance stretched. Now an additional amount x. So x plus x 2x. Clear ആണോ? So
Yes,
u
sir.
dash is equal to 4 times half kx square. Correct അല്ലേ? Because 2 square is 4. So 4 times u. U dash is equal to 4 times u. So u dash is equal to u, it is given 10. So 4 into u, 40. Okay. In this question, no need to find the total amount. We are asking to find the additional amount of work done. So what about additional work done? Initially 10 joule. To stretch it through 2x distance, we need 40 joule. So what is the additional energy needed to stretch it from x to 2x? That is the question.
30 joule.
30 joule. Thank you. 30 joule. So in second case, total energy stored is 40 joule. Initial case, total energy stored is 10 joule. We want to find the additional. So 40 minus 10, that is 30. Clear ആണോ?
Yes, sir.
Next question ഒരാളെ കാണാനുണ്ട്. Annie or Anne? Aditya or Shenai? Mane അടുത്ത question വായിക്കടാ. Please make it louder. Feeble sound. എടാ അത് ഓൾറെഡി ചെയ്തോടാ. പ്രോബ്ലം നമ്പർ 8 ഫിനിഷ് ചെയ്തു നമ്മൾ. A bolt of mass 0.2 kilogram.
Ceiling of an elevator sitting down
Hmm.
and maximum speed of 5 meters per second.
Hmm.
Hits the floor of the elevator.
Hmm.
Length of elevator is 5 meters and does not rebound.
Hmm.
The amount of heat produced by the impact is
Okay. A bolt of mass 0.2 kilogram fall from the ceiling of an elevator moving down. A bolt of mass 0.2 kilogram fall from the ceiling of an elevator moving down with a uniform speed of 5. It hits the floor of the elevator and does not rebound. Amount of heat produced by the impact. നോക്ക്, ഇതിന്റെ വെലോസിറ്റിയും the velocity of the elevator is given. It is 5. Elevator is moving down with a uniform speed of 5. Not accelerating, only moving with a uniform speed. Using the cables and motor, it is moving with a uniform velocity, not accelerating, not freely falling. Clear ayo? Now, a body released from the top, bolt of mass 0.2 kilogram fall from the ceiling of the elevator. See, the speed of that bolt when released from the ceiling is also 5. Why it is 5, not 0?
Lift in the velocity element.
Because initially the bolt and the elevator moving with the same speed. So due to inertia while falling, the speed of the bolt exactly same as that of the elevator. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So initial relative velocity is 0. Initial relative velocity is 0. Both are moving downward. When it is dropped, that bolt dropped from the ceiling, then after it is moving with an acceleration A is equal to G. Correct or no?
Yes, sir.
So gravity is working on it. Gravity ആണ് ആ ബോർഡർ മുകളിൽ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Okay. So the loss in energy will be equal to as it is falling from a height h. While falling, its speed increases due to the action of gravity, so that its kinetic energy increases, potential energy decreases. So we can equate like change in potential energy is equal to half mv square, that is equal to mgh. This is converted into heat energy. This is converted into amount of heat energy produced, delta Q, heat. So first of all, when dropped from that height, the body gains velocity due to the action of gravity. So its speed increases, kinetic energy increases. Just before hitting the ground, the entire energy converted to kinetic energy, the loss in potential energy converted to kinetic energy. Then we can assume while hit on the floor of the elevator, the entire kinetic energy converted to heat energy. So to find this half mv square, as initial relative velocity is 0, you can simply equate with mgh. M is directly given 0.2 kilogram, G V naught N, H yes, length of the elevator is 5 meter. So that is equal to 50 into 0.2. Is that answer? Question number 9 answer 10 joule. Mass 0.2, velocity 5, height of the elevator 5, as a relative velocity of the bolt with respect to the elevator is 0. Therefore, in the impact only potential energy of the bolt is converted into heat energy. So your option is, answer is 10 joule. Then question number 10. Kirtana Raj. Will you please read problem number 10? No chance. Kirtana.
A bob of mass m is suspended by a light string of length L. It is imparted a horizontal velocity v0 at the lowest point A, such that completes a semicircle trajectory in the vertical plane, with the string becoming slack only on reaching the topmost point C. Match the column 1 with column 2.
Yes. A bob of mass m suspended by a light string. This is the string and this is the mass. It is imparted with a horizontal velocity v0 at the lowest point A, such that completes a semicircular trajectory in vertical plane, with the string becoming slack only on reaching the topmost. String becoming slack only on reaching the topmost point C. Match the column 1 with match the column 2. Velocity v0 is velocity at B is, velocity at C is, ratio of kinetic energy to potential energy is. ഒന്ന് ട്രൈ ചെയ്യാമോ എല്ലാവരും? Vertical circular motion. I think all of you are familiar with the vertical circular motion. Is there any need to discuss the theory part of vertical circular motion? Or all of you know the theory behind it?
Sir, can you explain the theory?
Yes. ആർക്കാ വേണ്ടത്? പാർവതിക്കാ?
Sir.
വേറെ ആർക്കെങ്കിലും ആവശ്യമുണ്ടോ? അശ്വന്തനും വേണം. ഓക്കെ. എടാ ബാക്കിയുള്ളവർക്ക് ആവശ്യമുണ്ടോ? നോ? Okay, anyway. Actually, the concept of vertical circular motion is based on law of conservation of mechanical energy. Law of conservation of mechanical energy. You impart a velocity VA. VA equal to V0 is given at the bottom. After a while, the string becomes horizontal. Its velocity here is upward. Point B, so the velocity you can choose it as VB. After a while, body reaches highest point and mark the velocity as VC. The direction of velocity at any point is obtained by drawing tangent at the required point. At this point, velocity is downward and equal to VD. So no doubt, in vertical circular motion, no other energy sources, like no motor is there, no additional muscular power is there. So the body revolves under the action of gravity, no other forces. Initially, you give some energy, maybe muscular energy, and that muscular energy is converted to kinetic energy. In the upward motion, the kinetic energy decreases, and the highest point, the kinetic energy is minimum, potential energy is maximum. So comparing the 2 points, A to B motion, half mVA square minus half mVB square, that is change in kinetic energy. Kinetic energy at the point A minus kinetic energy at the point B is equal to, see, the body is displaced through this much length AB, but see, under motion of gravity, the burden is against gravity, so you need to consider the vertical height only. So it is not equal to mgL, it is equal to, mgAB. You can equate the height, mgL. See, this length L is the length in which the body is raised. So VA square minus VB square is equal to 2GL. M cancels 2. In the left hand side, the denominator goes to the right hand side. So VB square is equal to VA square minus 2GL. So VB is equal to root of VA square minus 2GL. So we can find the velocity at the point B only when we know the velocity at the lowermost point. താഴത്തെ വെലോസിറ്റി അറിഞ്ഞാൽ മാത്രമേ നമുക്ക് ഈ പോയിന്റിലെ വെലോസിറ്റി കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റൂ. Similarly, from A to C motion, half m VA square minus half m VC square. That is kinetic energy at the lowest point minus kinetic energy at the highest point. That is equal to, see in the figure, the body is raised for a distance. Come on, എത്ര ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ആ ബോഡി മുകളിലേക്ക് ഉയർന്നത്? 12. So 12. You can substitute 12 here. So kinetic energy at the point A minus kinetic energy at the point C is equal to mg into 12. Like equation number 1, we can cancel mass m in all terms and 2 goes to numerator. So VA square minus VC square is equal to 4GL. So VC square is equal to VA square minus 4GL. So VC is equal to root of VA square minus 4GL. And again VD is equal to, the velocity at D is same as that of VB. So that is equal to root of VA square minus 2GL. The only thing is the difference is the velocity in the downward direction at the point D. All these are in accordance with law of conservation of mechanical energy. So conservation of kinetic and potential energy together is called conservation of mechanical energy. So from this equation, it is clear VA greater than, VB greater than, VC greater than VC. VA greater than, VB greater than VC. In the upward journey, kinetic energy decreases, so that speed decreases. And the highest point, the speed is VC, not 0, maybe 0, but here VC. ഇത്രയും ക്ലിയർ ആയോ?
Yes, sir.
Now we can find the velocity at any point. The string is not horizontal, the string is not vertical. Say the string is here, the mass is here, the string makes an angle, say theta, with vertical. You can mark the velocity of the body as V. This point you can mark it as A. In this figure, the body is raised for a height h from the ground, from the reference point. This length, no doubt, it is L minus h. The entire length of the string is L. So from the figure, cos theta is equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Clear or no?
Yes, sir.
So L minus h is equal to L cos theta. Clear or no? So h is equal to L minus L cos theta. So h is equal to L into 1 minus cos theta. H is equal to L into 1 minus cos theta. This is the height of the body with respect to the point A. We can mark this point as P. So half m VA square minus half m, the velocity at the point P is Vp. So the kinetic energy is half m Vp square, that is equal to mg into h. See, the height is h. So VA square minus Vp square is equal to 2gh. Or VA square minus Vp square is equal to 2g into h. H is L into 1 minus cos theta. This h is replaced by L into 1 minus cos theta. So Vp square is equal to VA square minus 2gl into 1 minus cos theta. So velocity at any point Vp is equal to root of VA square minus 2gl into 1 minus cos theta. This is the equation to find the velocity at any point. This is B, this is C, D. So by substituting for theta, we will get the velocity of the body at different points. VB is equal to root of VA square minus 2gl into 1 minus cos 90 degree. VC is equal to root of VA square minus 2gl into 1 minus cos 180 degree. VD is equal to root of VA square minus 2GL into 1 minus cos 270 degree and so on. So this is the expression to find the velocity at any point in this journey, in the vertical circular motion journey, provided we know the velocity at the bottommost point, because usually the velocity at the bottommost point means the velocity we imparted to the body at the lowest point. നമ്മൾ താഴേന്ന് കൊടുക്കുന്ന വെലോസിറ്റിയാണ് ഈ VA എന്ന് പറയുന്ന സ്പീഡ്. അത് അറിഞ്ഞാലേ നമുക്ക് മറ്റു പോയിന്റുകളിലെ വെലോസിറ്റി കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റൂ. The horizontal velocity imparted to the body at the lowest point by using our muscular energy, maybe muscular energy or some mechanical devices, is VA. If the velocity at the lowermost point is VA, then we can find the velocity at any point. Already we have derived the velocity at the point B, C, D. Now we derived an equation to find the velocity at any point. Clear or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then we should have a brief idea about the tension at various points. We can mark 4 points: the lower point A, then the horizontal point B, and the highest point C, and this point as D. We have this velocity, VA is given, velocity at the bottommost point. Then at the point A, tension is upward, T1, or you can mark it as TA. At this point, TB, tension is horizontal. At this point, tension is downward, TC. And again, TD. No doubt, tension at B and tension at D are equal. Tension at A greater than tension at B greater than tension at C. While revolving, the spring or the intermolecular separation increases, so the wire tightens more, so that we can say tension will be developed in the wire, and the tension will be maximum when it is at the lowest point, and the tension will be minimum when it reaches the highest point. Clear or no?
Yes, sir.
At the lowest point, you can equate like this: MVA square by L is the centripetal force at the lowest point A. At A. See, the tension is acting towards center O. So the centripetal force is provided by tension. But at the lowest point, weight is acting vertically downward. So minus mg. So we can equate MVA square by L is equal to TA minus mg, where TA is the tension developed in the string when the bob is at the lowest point. VA is the horizontal velocity you give at the bottom. Mg is the weight of the body acting downward. So we can equate like TA is equal to MVA square by L plus mg. So it is clear TA is greater than mg. See, if no velocity imparted to the body at the bottommost point, when it is simply hanging, then tension at A will be only equal to mg. ചുമ്മാ തൂങ്ങിക്കിടക്കാണ്, നോ വെലോസിറ്റി ഫോർ ദ ബോഡി, വെലോസിറ്റി ഇല്ലയെന്ന് വിചാരിച്ചോ. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ ടെൻഷൻ is equal to mg. But see, while revolving, tension must be greater than mg. Tension must be greater than mg. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Then we can consider the point B. At the point B, m VB square by L, MVB square by L, MVB square, who will provide centripetal force when it reaches the point B, Parvati? B എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോയിന്റിൽ എത്തുമ്പോൾ ആരായിരിക്കും ബോഡിക്ക് റിവോൾവ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള സെൻട്രിപെറ്റൽ ഫോഴ്സ് പ്രൊവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുക? ആരൊന്നും എന്തൊരു ബാച്ച് അറിയത്? റിയലി പത്തറ്റിക്. നോ വൺ ഈസ് റെസ്പോണ്ടിങ്. ഞാൻ ആരോടായി ഇത്രയും രാവിലെ നീറ്റ് പറയുന്നത്? ഞാൻ 4:30 തൊട്ട് 5:30 വരെ ഞാൻ പഠിപ്പിച്ചിരുന്നു. പിള്ളേർ പറഞ്ഞത് എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ ഞാൻ അഹങ്കാരിയാണ്. ഞാൻ അഹങ്കാരി, നിങ്ങൾ മിണ്ടാത്തോണ്ടാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ പറയേണ്ടി വരുന്നത്. മനസ്സിലായ? ആരോട് പറയാനല്ലേ? ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ ന്യൂജൻ പിള്ളേരൊക്കെ എങ്ങനെയാണെന്നാണ് പറയപ്പെടുന്നത്. അത് നിങ്ങൾ വേറെ സ്റ്റേറ്റുകളിലും വേറെ കൺട്രീസിലും ചെല്ലുക, അപ്പം മനസ്സിലാവും. ഭയങ്കര ഡിസപ്പോയിന്റിങ് ക്ലാസ് ആണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ രാവിലെ, കേട്ടല്ലേ? ചീത്ത പറയാനും പറ്റില്ല ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ. ചീത്ത പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിനേക്കാൾ കടുപ്പാവും. പിന്നെ മിണ്ടുമില്ല, പിന്നെ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? എന്തെങ്കിലും ആവട്ടെ, ഇറ്റ്സ് മൈ ഫെയ്റ്റ്. MVB സ്ക്വയർ ബൈ L ഒന്ന് പറഞ്ഞേടെ പാർവതി.
സർ, എംജിയുടെ കോമ്പോണൻസ് ആണ്.
MGയുടെ കമ്പോണന്റ് ഉണ്ടോ? ഈ അറ്റ് ദ പോയിന്റ് B, what is the centripetal force? Centripetal force means the force acting toward the center. The only force acting toward the center at the point B is
Tension.
tension. See, weight is not here. See, the weight is acting downward. No component of force is acting toward center. So no need to consider weight there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So TB is equal to m by L into VB square can be replaced by VA square minus 2GL. Already we have derived VB square is equal to VA square minus 2GL. So tension at B is equal to MVA square by L minus 2mg. So it is clear TA minus TB is, see, subtracting TA minus TB, you will get 3mg. It's a standard result. TA minus TB is 3mg. TA minus TB is 3mg. TA minus TB is 3mg. ക്ലിയർ ആയോ പാർവതി?
Yes, sir.
ആദിത്യന് ക്ലിയർ ആയോ? ആദിത്യ ഹർഷണായി? ഓക്കെ. ദെൻ പാർവതി നീ എന്നൊന്ന് പറ. അറ്റ് ദ പോയിന്റ് സി, അറ്റ് ഹയസ്റ്റ് പോയിന്റ് MVC square by L. Highest point, the centripetal force is MVC square by L. Who will provide centripetal force at the highest point?
Weight provided.
Tension TC plus mg, both. Tension is acting downward, mg is also acting downward. At the highest point, tension and weight together will provide centripetal force. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Why you add tension and weight, not subtract?
Two same direction.
Both are in the same direction. So TC is equal to MVC square by L minus mg, or that is equal to m by L into VC square can be replaced by VA square minus 4GL. Already we discussed this equation. Minus mg, LL cancels. So at the highest point, VC is tension TC is equal to MVA square by L minus 5 mg. This 4g plus 5g, that is 5 mg. So TCE, TA minus TC is, when you subtract this equation from the first equation, tension at A, you will get 6 mg. 6 mg. എല്ലാവർക്കും ക്ലിയർ ആയോ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I shall repeat. Tension at A is equal to mVA square by L plus mg. Tension at B is equal to mVA square by L minus 2 mg. Tension at C is equal to mVA square by L minus 5 mg. Clear or no?
Yes, sir.
Maximum tension will be at the lowest point when the string is at the lowest, body is at the lowest point, string vertical. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you must remember these two important relationship. TA minus TB is 3 mg, TA minus TC is 6 mg. Now, what happened when TC is equal to 0? If TC is equal to 0, see this equation, mVC square by L is equal to, come on, mg only. See, if the tension at the point C is 0, suppose, then weight will provide centripetal force. Still at the point mg is acting downward, so that mg will provide centripetal force even though the tension is 0. So Vc is equal to GL. So Vc square is equal to GL. So Vc is equal to root GL. Vc is equal to root GL. See, even though the tension at the string is 0 when the body reaches at the highest point, the velocity is not 0. At the highest point, the body still possesses some velocity, root GL. Tension 0 ആയാൽ പോലും highest point ഒരു velocity ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. From this, we can find the value of VA. M by L into VA square minus 4GL is equal to mg. On solving VA is equal to, we will get root 5GL. So, I think all of you know this important point. If VA is equal to root 5GL, VA equal to root 5GL, then Vc is equal to root GL, Vb is equal to root 3GL. See, if VA is root 5GL, when the bob reaches the highest point, tension is 0, but the speed is not 0. The body still possesses a velocity root GL, so the body is just able to complete the vertical loop, even though the tension is 0 at the highest point. Highest point tension 0 ആയാൽ പോലും ബോഡിക്ക് വെർട്ടിക്കൽ ലൂപ്പ് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. Not very important. If the tension is 0 before reaching the highest point, then weight is not acting towards the center. So the body not able to complete the vertical loop. To just complete the vertical loop, the minimum velocity you give at the bottom is root 5 GL, and this speed is called critical speed. This speed is called critical speed. So all of you must by heart that relationship. If VA is equal to root 5 GL, in the upward journey when it reaches the point B, the speed is root 3 GL, and when it reaches the highest point C, the speed is root GL. For that, at least you give a velocity root 5 GL at the bottom. So root 5 GL is the minimum horizontal velocity given to the body at the bottommost point in order to complete the vertical loop. Okay, Maruti, clear ayo?
Yes, sir.
If the velocity you will give at the bottom is less than root 5 GL, then after reaching a point in between B and C, the tension in the string becomes 0. At that time, the body has some velocity. It's just like thrown from this point, so the body is not able to complete the vertical loop. If the velocity given to the body at the bottommost point is less than root 5 GL, then surely what happens? In between points, any point, you don't know the exact point, at a point in between B and C, the tension in the string becomes 0. At that time, body possesses some velocity, but not able to complete the vertical loop. So to complete the vertical loop, at least you give a velocity root 5 GL at the bottom. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, the string slacken. So you by heart this relation. If VA is equal to root 5 GL, called critical speed, then the speed at this point, this point VB is root 3 GL, and at this point is root GL, and again at this point root 3 GL. If the speed is less than root 5 GL, say at this point tension becomes 0, and the body falls like this, so that no chance for vertical circular motion. If the speed is greater than root 5 GL, no problem. Body will definitely complete vertical loop. VA greater than root 5 GL. If VA greater than root 5 GL, the body will surely complete the vertical loop. Anyone can answer to this question? Like, if VA is equal to root 2 GL, what happens? Root 2 GL. VA is equal to root 2 GL instead of root 5 GL. When you give root 2 GL, what happens? When you give root 2 GL, the body is able to reach up to this point B. Then after body returns back, due to inertia, body goes to the other side. and then again return back. So the body will be oscillating like this if the velocity is root 2 GL. And in the lower semicircle, very important point, in the lower semicircle, no point is there with the tension 0. No chance for tension to be 0 in the lower semicircle. ഒരിക്കലും ലോവർ സെമി സർക്കിളിൽ ടെൻഷൻ 0 വരില്ല. Because a component of weight will always provide some tension. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഊഞ്ഞാലാടുമ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾ ഊഞ്ഞാലാടുമ്പോൾ when you pass this point, mean position, your velocity must be less than root 2 GL. നിങ്ങൾ ഊഞ്ഞാലാടുമ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾ lowest point means that mean position, when you pass that mean position, the velocity must be less than root 2 GL. Root 2 GL. If it is equal to root 2 GL, you are executing swinging with a semicircular path. Semicircular, exact semicircular path. നിങ്ങളുടെ ഊഞ്ഞാലാട്ടം semicircular ആയി മാറും if the velocity, that is the horizontal velocity imparted to the body at the lowest point is root 2 GL. Clear or no?
Yes, sir.
If the velocity you give at the bottom is greater than root 2 GL, the body crosses that point B, but not able to complete the vertical loop. Root 2 GL നേക്കാൾ കൂടുതലാണ് കൊടുക്കുന്നതെങ്കിൽ B എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോയിന്റ് കയറി കുറച്ചുകൂടെ മുകളിലേക്ക് കയറും. പക്ഷെ കയറിയതിനു ശേഷം കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല, അവിടുന്ന് താഴേക്ക് വീഴും. So if while you are giving some velocity to a body or a man sitting